Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into something really quite surprising. It's from Swords and Words, Writing Your Way to Freedom by Aiyana Gimbel, and it features Bella Moon, the core idea. The words aren't just, for talking, they're tools, powerful ones. The source calls them weapons of liberation and stories or spells of manifestation. Quite something. So our mission here is to unpack this, how writing can actually be a blueprint for your reality,
Mm,
a path to freedom.
exactly. And Bella Moon's perspective is key here. This idea that every story you tell about yourself, your future,
Yeah.
that becomes the blueprint. Which, brings up a big question for all of us, really. In a world that often writes narratives for us, how do we take back the pen? How do we actually author our own lives?
Okay, right. Let's get into that. The book argues, like ancient warriors had swords. Well, today we need to wield words against what it calls mental tyranny.
Mental tyranny, yeah.
It's about those subtle pressures, I guess, dictating how we should think. And every sentence you write that pushes back, that's framed as a strike against cognitive oppression. It's a shift, you see, away from being a victim of your circumstances towards being the author of possibilities. What do you think about that as a starting point?
Oh, that's a really potent frame. And the source, it digs into how this cognitive oppression actually shows up. Things like, algorithmic feeds constantly trying to nudge our opinions or media programming that subtly shapes what we believe. It's everywhere.
Hmm.
And Bella Moon's work, often using these sort of vivid allegorical characters like Xandra the Dragon or the Faeries of Willow tribe, it highlights how our differences, the things that make us unique, those are actually our superpowers, not weaknesses. It argues pretty strongly that your authentic voice, well, that's your greatest rebellion against attempts to make us all think the same, to homogenize us.
Right, rebellion through authenticity. And then it goes even further, doesn't it? It talks about uh, the manifestation magic of authentic storytelling, which
It's
sounds, well, magical.
It does.
The claim is that writing your truth isn't just therapeutic, it's like an ancient form of magic, creation through words. So every vision, every dream you put down on paper, it's not just an idea, it's presented as like a seed you're planting in reality.
A seed planted in reality. I like that.
Yeah. And what's interesting about Bella Moon's approach is how it apparently blends things.
Hmm.
It takes this ancient earth wisdom and mixes it with, modern manifestation ideas. Plus, it touches on intergenerational healing, environmental consciousness, even advocating for our cognitive rights, our right to think freely. It's quite broad.
And if you connect that personal act of writing back to the bigger picture,
Mm.
the source suggests that, well, systems of control might fear individuals who truly know their own power, who can actually articulate their vision.
Mm-hmm. In a sense.
So when you write your real story, the one that's genuinely yours, not the one maybe society or someone else wants for you, you become, and this is a direct quote, ungovernable.
Ungovernable. Wow.
Yeah. And Aiyana, through her framework, she calls it the DREAM plan, really drives home that this personal liberation, it isn't just for you, it creates ripples of liberation. Your freedom contributes to collective healing. Free your mind, help free others. It's interconnected.
So tying this all together for you listening, what does it mean? This deep dive really reveals this powerful call to what the book calls creative rebellion. It's urging us, pick up your pen like it's a sword of truth. Write your vision like it's a spell for manifestation. Tell your story as an act of liberation for the highest good, it says. It really does make you stop and think, doesn't it? About the tangible power you hold right there in your hands every time you write something down or share your truth.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that, yeah, your story matters. Your words genuinely have power. And your future, it really is yours to write. So maybe a provocative thought to leave you with. What small story, what true thing will you start writing today to declare your own independence for yourself and maybe for those ripples it might create?